Hello everyone, welcome back to another Umamusume video. Today is November 19th, it's a Wednesday, so that means it's time for a new Uma. It's coming soon to the global version at 2 p.m. PST this time. I forgot that we technically went an hour back, so technically when this going upload, her banner will be going up in approximately 2 hours after this video is uploaded. And then you'll be able to summon the new Uma, Agnes Digital. So let's go into her very quick and also talk about her new support cards coming as well. But first, let's start off with the star of the show, Agnes Digital, the full color, and her tag is full color fan girling. Her stat bonuses is an 8% in speed, an 8% in stamina, a 7% in power, and a 7% in wit. Pretty unique stat spread, but hey, that makes her all the more valuable because her aptitudes is an A in turf and an A in dirt. When it comes to distances, yeah, I know. She has an F in sprint, an A in mile, an A in medium, and a G in long. When it comes to her strategy, she has a G in front, A in pace, A in late, and a B in end. Her unique skill is OMG, the final sprint. Increase velocity and navigation with Puriphoria of being within the breathing distance of precious waifus after passing another runner 2 times late race. So to put it into perspective, this is like Simbuldi Rudolph's ultimate, but instead of 3, it's now 2. To put into perspective, her innate skills will be Uma Stan, Forward March, Late Surger Straightaways, and when you start awakening her, expect to be getting Wet Conditions at 2, Super Stan at 3, Medium Straightaways at 4, and Lead the Charge at 5. Even though it looks like evolved skills still have not entered the race, it will be at least good to still mention them because you never know when they push that out. When you win any turf race 2 times or win G1 dirt race 2 times and get at least 3 speed type skills, Super Stand will evolve into Uma Mania Max. If there are at least 3 girls near you after the first 5 seconds of the race, your speed will increase and your stamina will recover slightly. And if we go down, have at least 800 speed or at least 600 stamina, and then have 800 power or have at least 800 wit, and get at least 2 skills for dirt aptitude, and Lead the Charge will evolve into the front row is non-negotiable. It is a dirt skill. At random points during the final leg, your acceleration and lane movement speed will increase. And finally, the last evolved skill we have here, win any G1 medium race 2 times, or have at least 800 speed, and finally, get at least 2 skills for medium aptitudes. And Lead the Charge will turn into instead Aim for the Front and Center, which is a medium skill. At a random point during the final leg, you will get a speed boost. The effect is slightly stronger on turf. So hey, even though this is specifically for dirt, this one is going to be stronger on turf, but can still work for dirt. From her events, you can get Hint Torch Top Pick, Acceleration, Homestretch Haste, Kyoto Racecourse, Mile Corners, Updraft, Durs, Unyielding Spirit, that's a mouthful, Morioka Racetrack, and Rapid Ascent. Here are her objectives. She will be, of course, starting off with the Junior Make debut, going into the Hyacinth Stakes, into the NHK Mile Cup, Japan Dirt Derby, Mile Championships during the senior class in late June. So basically when summer is about to start, you need to place 3rd or better in 3 G1s until 13 turns, I believe. No, because the next one after this is placed first in the Tensho Autumn. So you have 8 turns to get it, I'm pretty sure. Or 7, basically, if you're really cutting down that the first day doesn't really count, I suppose. And finally, let's get into training events, specifically the secret events. Winning the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies or the Asahai Purity Stakes. And you win the Okusho, win the NHK Mile Cup, the Mile Championships, the February Stakes, the Victoria Mile, the Yasura Kinen. You'll get 20 speed, 20 power, 30 skill points, the hint for updrafters, and a hit for unyielding spirit. But that's funny because also doing this secret event will get you her epitaph, the almighty Otaku Musume. But I'm pretty sure it will really help towards it because the only 2 you have to win after that is the Tensho Autumn, the Arima Kinen in year 3. Now if we go check the other ones, maybe. Okay, no. For this one, you get random stats 4 to 5 to 10 and skill points 25 to 40 to 45 to participate in the Takarazuka Kinen year 2 during your senior year. And if you win the Mile Championship Nambu High, this is where you would lose 15 energy, get 5 speed, 5 stamina, 10 power, 10 guts, 45 skill points, a hint towards Morioka racetracks, and rapid ascent. Now here's the thing about Mile Championship Nubanu High. It's not in the game yet, so you'll have to wait until that is truly unlocked, unless she comes with it. Then hey, that's another thing to go for. But you would definitely want to prioritize getting the specific mile gauntlet that you're going to be putting her through. It's very useful. You don't even have to win the entire Triple Tiara. You only have to win the Okusho, the NHK Mile Cup, all that stuff. So it's definitely worth it for, I suppose, the 20 power and 20 speed. But it's up to you how you raise your Uma in the end. And that is Agnes Digital. And what do I think about Agnes Digital? I think she's amazing, and I think she's good. I think she's cool, in quotation marks. I really like her character. She's very funny. So it's really up to you whether or not you would really want to be going for Agnes Digital. She is kind of a jack of all trades. She will be helping you in both turf and dirt. But also, for this upcoming championship, she does work well enough due to it being also mile. And the championship, the champs meet opens in, I think, a day or so. A couple hours after this banner goes live. Anywho, not ho. Let's go over the sport cards coming with Agnes Digital. Starting off with the SSR, we have Ikuno Dictus, who's a Guts type SSR. At level 50, maxing her out will grant you a 30% friendship bonus, 10% race bonus, a fan bonus 20%, hit level 3, hit frequency of 50, training effectiveness of 5, specialty priority of 35, a guts bonus of 1, and initial friendship gauge of 30. Her hints are Lay Low, Calm the Crown, Hawkeye, Studious, Sharp Gaze, and a stat gain of 1 speed, 1 power, 6 guts. From her events, you'll be getting Go with the Flow, The Bigger Picture, and Trick Rear. On the first node, maximum energy plus 4, 15 stamina, 5 wit. On the second node, you can go with the top one, which will grant you 15 stamina, 15 guts, and a Go with the Flow hint. Or go with the bottom, get 20 energy back, 10 speed, 10 skill points, and end the event chain there. But if you choose to continue the event chain, finally, the last node will get you 30 stamina, 10 guts, 20 skill points, and the Bigger Picture hint plus 3. Her random events are a 10 wisdom gain or a 30 skill points if you pick the bottom option. And finally, the top option will grant you 20 stamina, or the bottom will tell you Trick of Rear, hit +1. I know basically you can set the game to tell you about the events, but it's always nice to go over it before, actually pulling for the card, I suppose. And that's Echinodictus. Overall, nothing. Well, I suppose the bigger picture is nice for, just activating a skill in team trials, but at the same time, it's not the most reliable, team trials activating window. Usually, you would want to aim for that new Unity Cup skill that you usually get before you take on the final team. So yeah, that's Echinodictus. But of course she doesn't come alone, she comes with a new SR and SR Fine Emotion. Who is Power? At level 45, which is max for SRs, you'll get a Friendship bonus of 25, a Training Effectiveness of 10, a Race bonus of 5, Fan bonus of 15, Specialty Priority of 35, Hit level 2, Hit frequency of 30, and a Skill bonus +1. Her support hints are Right-handed, Fall Runner, Outer Post Proficiency, Straightaway Acceleration, Nimble Navigator, and a 2 Stamina, 6 Power stat gain. But from her events mostly, you'll be getting Steadfast and Corner Adept. Let's go into her chain events. The first event will give you 50 energy back, 5 power, and 10 skill points. And surprisingly, no bond towards Fine Emotion. And then the second one will give you 20 skill points and a Steadfast hint +2. And let's get into the random events. The first random event, if you haven't used Fine Emotion before, the top one will give you 5 speed and 10 skill points, and the bottom one will lose you 10 energy but give you 5 stamina and 20 skill points. And the last one here is a top hint towards Corner Adept or a bottom hint towards 15 guts. And that's Fine Motion. Overall, the best thing some of the good things she offers are good green skills. Nimble Navigator, Steadfast, and Corner Adept are also both okay. I mean, Corner Adept, you'd most likely be running Kitasin Black, so having a hint towards Professor of Curvature will make it easier to pick it up at the end of the run, or in the middle of the run, whenever you want to pick it up. Anywho, it's not bad. So if you get Fine Motion and enough copies to really max her out, she's not really a bad, I suppose, SR card to run for specifically skills. She has a 35 specialty priority, so she'll consistently, I suppose, show up in the power category. But until then, that is everything coming up in 2 hours. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Are you going for Agnes Digital, or are you going for Echinodictus and Fine Emotion? Let me know in the comments below. Me personally, I really want to go for Agnes Digital, but also me personally, I really want to save towards Manhattan Cafe, so it's really tearing me apart here. But I'm sure I'll make my decision off screen. But anywho, that's enough for now. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.